Gentlemen, it's proved to be a wonderful success so far today, having brought together some lovely people from around the Southend area and the Essex community as a whole to engage in this experiment and experience in how to become an entrepreneur. Now, to ask you first, if I may please, Daniel, what is it that you saw in your own destiny that made you want to strive to become an independent and successful business person?
Oh, that's a big question. The whole destiny type of it sort of makes it sound like Star Wars. When I was very young, I got some mentors around me. I was sort of about 11, 12 years old, and I was working for a small business myself. I was working at McDonald's, and I met the guy who owned 6 franchises. It was those kind of experiences that made me, sort of feel like, hey, maybe this is the path I want to go on. I don't know that I ever thought I was going to be very successful at it or any of those sorts of things. I just thought I'd give it a go. Been fairly surprised. I grew up on the Sunshine Coast in Australia, a small town, a very normal kind of school, and people didn't really travel. A big trip was Sydney or Brisbane, and sort of people didn't, a lot of people didn't go and live around the world or start global businesses or any of those sorts of things. So I was quite surprised that we grew a national business and an international business and all that sort of stuff. I've done a lot of hard work, but I think everyone works hard these days. So I think the beauty of social media is it just brings together people and ideas, and no matter where you are in the world, people who are sharing those ideas can kind of connect and get together. I think more so than the technology is the actual message. You've got to be able to tune in to the message. If you think about social media is like a big microphone that gets a message out there, but like with any microphone, if you're a terrible singer, then it just makes you a very loud, terrible singer. So I'm not a big one for trying to game the system or game the technology. I'm a big one for trying to really tune into what's the message, what's the product, what's the value, and then using all the tools as they become available. I think in the next 5 years, all the tools that are available today are going to change again. So it's it's not necessarily important to get fixated about any one tool. It's more important to get fixated about the concept and the idea of creating value for others.
So always try to retain a level of readiness for the next opportunity.
Yeah, keep reinventing.
Fantastic. Now, Mr. Solanke here, of course, the great presenter, the man who's managed to bring this wonderful collection of people together. Yeah. How have you felt the event's gone so far?
I think it's been a tremendous success. I've been humbled by the support I've got, not only from the speakers but from the attendees, and all the help has been fantastic. You have a dream and you try and put something on like this, but without the help of all the people around you and then wanting to be part of it, you can't put anything on. So it's been fantastic. I would certainly hope so, and it's all about serving the people. If they feel that they've got value from it and they can tell other people, then you're duty bound to put more stuff on. So absolutely. And I've been part of 3 massive communities, Academy being one, KPI, which Daniel was part of, or the founder of, and Landmark Education, which has been instrumental in me building the confidence and the network of people in order to bring sort of an event like this to Essex, where you won't find an event outside London. Well, Landmark's one, but certainly KPI, like 4 or 5 of the speakers here are KPIs, and Daniel's going to be talking about what KPI journey is about, and Academy from years back, which Daniel's very familiar with as well. So, but all of those, the common link is community. Is when you're part of a community and a common thinking and a common embryo of growth, things can happen, and that's what it's about. You can have all the confidence in the world and all the ideas and all the resources, but if you don't create the environment, it's very hard to succeed. And that's what I'm trying to create here, an environment not only in Southend but Essex, but in the wider community for especially our young budding entrepreneurs, that you don't have to be of a certain ilk or a certain environment. You can enter that stage now.